This is my rehearsal area and where I practice, and so this is kind of the home where they've all been sort of hiding out, and this side is kind of a new setup, so I'm not going to take it with me in the truck. Also, I don't think I'll have room, so this side is what I'm going to take with me, and we will go load that up. So we got everything up here, and now I'm gonna test to see if it works. I had to make a list because there's so many things, so hopefully everything's all set to go, and try it out. And we got some things, so that's good. And then see. That works. All right, so I think I'm just gonna mess around with stuff and see if I can get everything going. I'm gonna have to get the mic up here. So, see if this guy works too. Test, test, test. Okay. Something's wrong. That should be playing, and this should be playing keyboards. So I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. Due to technical difficulties, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this working. So bear with me for a second. So now I think I got everything working. So I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about what all these things are. So it's kind of like my army of instruments, and they're kind of like my bots because everything is real kind of techy. So I have over here I have my drum cat, and so I kind of programmed a series of different drum samples into it, and so there's a couple songs where I kind of play drums. This is my mic here, and don't know if the battery is working, but if it is, we got a little twinkles there, and the roses. So, and then over here I have my machine, which is one of my favorite things. I've always, ever since I was little, been obsessed with like things with buttons on them because I love to just push things, keyboards, cash registers, anything. And so this kind of is like my dream come true because not only does it have buttons, but it also has rainbow buttons, and you can program any color you want. So it's like pretty amazing. And so what's really cool, what I love to do with this is that I love to program like voice samples into it, and different kind of sounds, and then I can just trigger them, kind of whenever, into the song, whenever they kind of come in. So a lot of times I use it for singing samples that I have in my songs that I can't really sing, that I've kind of put a lot of effects on, and kind of they sound more instrumental, so I like to put them in here so that then I can trigger them. And then over here I've got my keyboard, and it kind of just use it for some of the synth parts, and so it's pretty awesome too because it's got the lights in it. And then over here, I've got my my black box. It basically everything kind of all comes into there, and then it all goes into my computer. So it's kind of like my base station. These two guys are like the workhorses of the set. I have everything kind of all, both like power and like cables plugged into here, and then there are all the cables and like MIDI are plugged into my laptop, and then on here I can like control everything. So I can change the sounds, and I can change the tracks and go through different songs and kind of reprogram stuff when I was having trouble earlier. I had messed with the programs and I totally forgot what I had changed, so I opened up an old project to kind of reset it and kind of get back to my original set. So yeah, so I think I'll just kind of mess around with it for a little bit and see how everything's working. So I actually wanted to open up a new project because I had a bunch of vocal samples in here and I kind of have all the colors here, so I thought I'd show you a little bit. Let's see, trying to think of what. So kind of just different stuff. I think here I programmed, instead of playing the keyboard, I programmed it so I could kind of go play one of the kind of the melodies on here. And some of the vocal samples. And I think on here, I'm not sure if I think I got a drum for one of the tracks. So yeah, there's a couple of other they're all kind of programmed each song in a different color. So yeah, and then let's see, I think I have 2 different keyboards right now in here. There's not too much keyboard stuff right now, so I only have two sounds right now, but so. And then over here, I have my InEars. I don't have them in right now, but these are really cool because I need to have like a click track in my ears when I'm playing the song, so I know when to come in, and also so I don't get off tempo and stuff like that. And so what's really cool is that I programmed these so that I can hear everything that you guys are hearing, but I can also hear like a click track, metronome going on to play in time, or I can also make certain instruments louder, so like if I need to hear the keyboard louder than the rest of the instruments, I can have it so that the volume is elevated in certain areas. So these are kind of like my lifesavers, because without these, I kind of wouldn't know when to come in, and I also wouldn't be playing on time. So yeah, so these guys are really, really helpful and really special to this whole thing. And I think that's about it. I feel so